It is 9:14 at night. You are sitting on your couch, the television glowing in front of you, and without even thinking about it, your hand reaches for a bag of chips sitting on the table beside you. You are not hungry. Not really. But something inside you is pulling you toward that food anyway. You tell yourself it is just a small snack, it will not matter. But right now, inside your body, a chain reaction is beginning that most people have absolutely no idea about. For years we have been told the same simple story. A calorie eaten at 9 at night is exactly the same as a calorie eaten at 9 in the morning. Your body does not care about clocks, only about numbers. Eat less than you burn, and you will lose weight. This is the story that has been repeated in gyms, in magazines, in every diet plan you have ever tried. And here is the uncomfortable truth. That story is incomplete. Your body is not a simple machine adding and subtracting numbers all day. It is a living organism that runs on rhythm, on timing, on an internal clock that has been ticking since long before electricity, refrigerators, and midnight snacks ever existed. Deep inside your body, there is a hormone that decides, almost like a judge, whether the food you eat gets used for energy right now or gets locked away as stored fat. This hormone is insulin. Most people think of insulin only in relation to diabetes, something only sick people need to worry about. But insulin is working inside every single one of us, every single day, making one of the most important decisions your metabolism will ever make. And the timing of when you eat determines exactly how that decision gets made. Here is what almost nobody explains clearly. Insulin does not behave the same way at every hour of the day. In the morning and early afternoon, your body is naturally more sensitive to it, more efficient at using the sugar from your food for energy. But as the sun begins to set, something shifts inside you. Your body starts preparing for rest, for repair, for a completely different kind of work that can only happen when you are not actively digesting a meal. When you eat late into the evening, you are essentially asking your body to do two conflicting jobs at the exact same time: process incoming fuel while also trying to shut down and repair itself. And when these two systems collide, your body almost always chooses one winner: storage. This is not about willpower. This is not because you lack discipline or self-control. This is about a signal, a very specific biological signal that your body receives every single time you eat. And that signal changes depending on what hour it is. When you finish eating by 6 in the evening, you are giving your body an early, clear message. When you eat past 9 or 10 at night, you are sending a completely different message, one that keeps your system working overtime long after it was designed to rest. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through exactly what happens inside your body hour by hour once you make that final decision to put your fork down at 6. What your pancreas does, what your liver does, and most importantly, what happens to that stubborn fat sitting around your stomach while you sleep. Let us start the clock. It is 6 in the evening, and you have just finished your last meal of the day. For the next few hours, your body enters what scientists call the digestive phase. Your stomach breaks the food down, your intestines begin absorbing nutrients, and glucose, the sugar from your meal, starts entering your bloodstream. Your pancreas detects this rising sugar almost instantly and releases insulin to manage it. Insulin acts like a delivery worker, carrying that sugar into your muscles and cells where it can be used as energy. This process is completely normal and necessary. The real story begins with what happens next, depending on whether you continue eating or whether you stop. If your last bite was at 6, your insulin has a clear, uninterrupted path to finish its job. By around 9 at night, your insulin levels begin dropping back toward their resting baseline. There is no new wave of food arriving to spike it again. Your bloodstream begins to calm down. This is the first major shift, and it matters more than most people realize, because as long as insulin stays elevated, your body is locked in storage mode. It simply cannot access fat that is already sitting in your fat cells while it is busy dealing with incoming sugar. The moment insulin begins falling, a door that was closed starts to open. Around this same time, as darkness settles in, a small gland deep in your brain begins releasing a hormone most people only associate with sleep: melatonin. What is less known is that melatonin and insulin do not cooperate well with each other. When melatonin rises, it sends a signal to your pancreas to slow down insulin production because your body is preparing for rest, not digestion. This is an ancient pattern, one that existed long before artificial lighting convinced humans that eating at any hour was normal. If you eat a late snack while melatonin is rising, you are forcing two conflicting systems to fight each other, and the sugar from that snack often lingers in your bloodstream far longer than it should, eventually getting pushed into storage instead of being used cleanly for energy. By midnight, if you have kept your eating window closed since 6, your insulin has settled at its lowest point of the day. This is where something remarkable begins. With no incoming glucose to process, your body has only one place left to look for fuel, the energy you already have stored. Your metabolism starts shifting away from burning sugar and toward burning stored fat, particularly the fat sitting around your abdomen, because that fat is the most metabolically active and the easiest for your body to access once insulin gets out of the way. Then, somewhere between 3 and 5 in the morning, while you are in your deepest stage of sleep, another hormone rises sharply, human growth hormone. This hormone works almost in complete opposition to insulin. When insulin is low, growth hormone can surge, and one of its main jobs is repairing tissue while specifically protecting your muscle and prioritizing fat as the fuel source instead. This is the window where real repair happens, where your body quietly works through the night doing the exact job it was designed to do, but only if you gave it the chance by not interrupting it with a 9 o'clock snack. Now let us talk about what this actually looks like in real life, because understanding the biology means nothing if you cannot apply it to your own evening. The good news is this does not require extreme discipline or starving yourself. It requires one simple shift: moving your eating window earlier and protecting the hours after it. Start by looking honestly at when you currently eat your last meal. If it is normally 9 or 10 at night, do not try to jump straight to 6 tomorrow. Your body and your habits need time to adjust. Move your last bite 30 minutes earlier this week. Next week, 30 minutes earlier again. Within a month, you will comfortably land around 6 or 7 without feeling like you are fighting yourself the entire time. You will likely notice something around 8 or 9 at night once you stop eating early, a pull toward the kitchen even though you are not truly hungry. This is not your body demanding fuel. It is a habit loop your brain has built over years of nighttime snacking. A simple trick that works well here is replacing the ritual, not the food. A warm cup of caffeine-free tea gives your hands something to do and your stomach something warm, and within 15 minutes that false hunger signal usually fades completely. Light also plays a bigger role than people expect. Bright screens and overhead lighting in the evening confuse your brain into delaying that natural melatonin rise, which pushes your entire system later and later. After 8 in the evening, dimming the lights around you and reducing screen brightness helps your body transition into that repair state on schedule, supporting everything we just walked through. None of this needs to be perfect every single night. If you have a dinner out with friends or a family celebration that runs late, that is completely fine. What actually changes your metabolism over time is consistency most nights, not rigid perfection every single day. Your body responds to patterns it can rely on, not to occasional exceptions. Here is what all of this really means. Your stubborn belly fat is not stubborn because something is wrong with you. It is sitting there because your body has never been given a clear, uninterrupted window to access it. Every late-night snack, every bite after 9, keeps that door locked just a little longer. But the moment you give your body consistent, quiet hours after 6 in the evening, you are handing it exactly what it needs to finally do the job it was built to do all along. You are not broken. You are not lacking willpower. You have simply been working against a rhythm that was designed to work for you. Starting tonight, you can change that with one simple decision: put the fork down at 6 and let your biology take it from there. If this video helped you understand what is actually happening inside your body every night, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe if you want more real science explained simply, no gimmicks, no shortcuts, just how your body actually works. And I want to know in the comments, what time do you usually eat your last meal? And are you willing to try moving it earlier starting tonight? I will see you in the next one.